Hello, what's up, good people? Good to see you once again. Now, you're out there, you are over 30 years old, and you have one, two, three, four friends, and you actually consider them as your best friends. Let me tell you one secret: you are lost. As you grow old, there's one thing that you're supposed to understand. Those people that you consider as your friends, they do what we call a significant reduction in number. But before I reveal to you exactly what type of friends you're supposed to have, and are you supposed to refer them as friends, before you do exactly that, some of the statistics are telling me some of the people who are watching my videos actually are not my subscribers, all right? And I suspect that might be you. If it is then you, then make sure that you take this 1 second, which is free and fast. You subscribe to this channel. And perhaps you're out there, you do not even know what is to subscribe. Then this is how you do it. Just down below there on your right, on your right, there is a button written subscribe. It is in black, all right? Just hit it, then it magically disappears. Then on your left there is a button like this. That's a like button. Hit those two magical buttons, and I guess what happens whenever I upload a new video, you get to be notified. Can you imagine YouTube notifying you and telling you, hey, you know what, good Joseph has uploaded a good video, so you don't miss a copy. All right, so let's get to today's business. Now, as you grow old, especially when you hit at your 30 age, that a particular moment, this time that you're growing yourself, and you have people who surrounds you, 4 or 5 of them, and you're calling them your friends. They aren't your friends. At that particular age, the number of people, the kind of people that you're supposed to have, we call them strategic people. All right, you see, in life things are divided differently. For example, you have issues to do with finance, you have issues to do with religion, you have issues to do with social life. That's the relationship wise, the psychology, the distresses, and what have you. So you're supposed to have strategic people who actually solves all those issues. Perhaps you may have that ultimate individual who you refer as a friend, and this is now come to a point whereby I'm going to reveal to you the actual number of people or person that you're supposed to have as your friend. At 30, honestly speaking, I don't expect you to have more than one individual who you call your friends. This is an individual who can just talk variety of things about money, about relationship, about marriages, about what have you, all those things that surrounds you. But again, take them with a pinch of salt, because nowadays, as the life that we're living in, it's hardly to trust somebody. I'm not saying that you should not trust people, but get yourself that one individual who you can always share your things with. All right, but if it can go beyond, maybe two, but one is the recommended at that particular age. Now, this is what happens. What you're supposed to have are strategic people. Personally, I don't even consider myself of having a friend. Honestly, I do not. What I have are strategic people. I have people who we invest together. I have people, maybe if I do forex, those are people whom maybe we consult. If I maybe I want to invest somewhere, those are the. If I want to do anything to do with the religion, those are the people I consult. If I want to do something to do with social life, the relationship, why the stress, the depression is what have you, those are the people I usually consult. So you're supposed to encircle yourself with variety of people around you. You're supposed to have a lawyer, you're supposed to have a police officer at your side just in case of anything happens in this life. You're supposed to have a doctor just in case of anything. So those are the guys that you're supposed to surround yourself with. You know what they always say, your network is always your net worth. But you're hanging out there and you're telling me that you have 4 people, 5 guys who you call your guys, I don't know, boys club and what have you, and usually hang around and you call them your friends. Somebody is lying to each other. The ultimate person or the ultimate number of people or individuals that you're supposed to have and you call them friends at that particular age, then is only one. And if it goes beyond, it is two. If you have three, then that accepted case, and actually it's a unique case. So what you're supposed to do in life, just like I said, you're supposed to encircle yourself with the appropriate people. Let me tell you a very secret, a very simple thing that what goes around. So if you encircle yourself with all those guys and you consider them as your friends, a lot of people, just because maybe there is something that joins you in common. Either you guys drink at the same joint, either you guys maybe come from the same village, either you guys, that's the unique thing that actually connects the two of you. And sometimes that unique thing, always sit down and ask yourself, is it something that grows me or draws me back? If you have encircle yourself with guys who actually at all the occasions stabs you or gives you ideas on how you can be able to spend your money, then you do not have anybody who surrounds you, who can show you or tell you on the ideas that can actually make you money. You know, in life, I understand life is short and whatever, all those things that you guys out there say, but the fact remains that you are supposed to always have that specific person or individuals who encircles you, or rather you encircle yourself with, that can be able to help you grow yourself and uplift yourself. All right. I'll give you a very simple example. Let's say right now you face something to do with financial problem. Let's say you are not good at saving your money or maybe investing your money, or you're not good at numbers, all right? So you need to have somebody, all right, so who understands exactly that. That individual, it's not a must that they be an accountant. It's not a must that individual be, or maybe a business person. Just somebody who understands number. Is an individual who you can show up to and tell them, hey, you know what? This is the amount of money, or maybe if you don't want to, or if you don't feel comfortable like revealing to them like this is the amount of money that I earn, you can just go indirectly. If somebody earns like 100,000, now how do you think, or what's the appropriate ways on how I can be able to manage my money, have what we call the savings which accumulates to capital for me to invest, to have what I call the passive income? Just somebody who has a well grasp of that information. And by the way, let me tell you one thing. What I've realized dealing with people is that you find these people who actually they are learned, you find that they know or understand exactly. It is good to have their financial advisors along the way as they move forward, because at the end of the day, a lot of people, actually almost everyone, believes or understands or thinks that they understand how money works, but a majority of them do not. And that's why there was sometimes I made a video and I said, if we were to take all the money in this world, divide it equally among all the people, just in the name of killing this poverty thing and whatever, and inequalities and what have you, all the money will go back to the same hands of the rich people. You know why? Because of the mentality and the approach of money that they usually have towards it. All right. So that exactly, for example, if today I tell you things, yeah, if today I give you $1 million to start a business, that means that you'll go ahead and buy from a wholesaler person who actually actually has that business in existence. So that means the rich gets richer than the poor. So it means that when you're having the money, it's all about mentality, it's all about your approach, it's all about the capacity that you have in terms of your mental strength for you to be able to approach that cash. So surrounding yourself with appropriate people who knows or understands exactly how money works, then I am telling you, at the end of the day, you'll be able to do exactly that. There are a lot of theories out there that actually explain, some of them explains, I don't know what you think, you vibrate and attract and what have you. For me, I choose to believe like if I have fixed myself on working hard and fixed my hope upon God, then at the end of the day, I may be able to achieve exactly that. Whichever the place or whichever the way you actually believe it, pick it out and commit yourself towards that, and you'll be able to achieve that thing. If you managed to watch this video at this particular point, I just want to say thank you. And by the way, if you forgot to make sure that you've subscribed, then this is the moment that you usually say, hey, it's halfway of the video. Make sure that you hit that subscription button, and as well, give this video a thumbs up and comment down below. Tell me what you think. And by the way, how many friends do you have? Tell me in the comment section. So this is the point, or this is a nutshell of exactly what I've just said. I've said this: if you're over 30 years old and you hover around with over 4 or 5 people actually out there, you're calling them your friends, this is a recipe to fail. You are supposed to encircle yourself with people who are appropriate, people who are strategic, people who are actually growing you to the point whereby you can be able to make a good decisive decision. All right. So for example, if you're training, or for example, if you're preparing for a marathon, why are you hanging around with footballers? That is a fact. If you're training to start a business, when then do you hang around with people who are employed? At the end of the day, you won't get what we call the appropriate information in terms of you investing. So I always tell people, if you want to make money, hang around with people who thinks about money. If you want to get yourself maybe out of problem to do with it, let's say depression, stresses and whatever, then hang around with people who understand that area well. Don't hang around with the people who are suffering like you, because you will never get any solution from them, because also themselves are suffering from the same issue. If you're gonna get information about the health and what have you, how to stay fit and what have you, all those things, yeah, you're supposed to hang around with somebody who understands exactly things to do with health. So if you encircle yourself all those things, say maybe you're facing a challenge to do with law, and maybe not really law, but things to do with legal issues and what have you, then having a lawyer at your side, then that's the most appropriate thing. That's how I can actually summarize your life and tell you, encircle yourself and surround yourself with the appropriate people who actually direct you towards achieving that goal that you usually have. Don't just hang with pubs and tell them, or rather tell the time just discussing things that are not so good or are not so beneficial to you. All right, perhaps you've never seen me. This is your first time you've seen me. My name is Joseph. Talk about money, talk about investments, and anything related to your cash. If then that's a cup of your coffee, and I bet you should be. I mean, seriously, who hates money? If that's a cup of coffee, then consider, giving a video this thumbs up, and as well subscribing, being a member, so you don't miss any of my good future video. And perhaps you're out there would like to get a grasp of any booklets as far as money is concerned, money management skills, about investment, shares, money market fund, treasury bills, and what have you. Then consider calling me or texting me on WhatsApp. My number is on the description of this specific video. Give me a call or text me. You get your copy. It's on V220. So for now, it's a goodbye. See you in the next one.